What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to what is most likely the finale of our Starfield playthrough. Obviously, there's the New Game Plus experience that comes once you beat the Constellation main missions, but for, all intents and purposes, I don't plan on, recording too many of those videos because it's going to be a lot of the same gameplay. I might throw up a couple videos here and there. I started decorating, my apartment and the outposts, and I want to make more outposts, and I'm not going to be stopping playing this game, but in terms of my playthrough and the experience of what this game has to offer, this is most likely going to be the last video. Now, this could be a 20-minute video, this could be an hour-long video. I don't really know how long it's going to take me to finish up the last couple missions. If you remember from the last one, or in case you missed it, spoiler alert, but we did finish up pretty much everything that I was able to find, including all of the faction missions, all of the side missions. We did do the companion mission for Sarah. I ended up getting married with her like 5 minutes after I did that quest, so it's kind of comical in that. But I do have a wife now. Sarah Morgan is my wife. But without further delay, I mean, Revelation is the last mission. There's still activities to talk to people and get side missions and little activities for them, but for the most part, those are just things you can constantly redo over and over and over again. So I've done what I wanted for that. There's this mission that I wasn't able to figure out how to complete. It was to gather a bunch of things during the Crimson Fleet missions, which I did off recording, but if you guys want to check it out, it's okay. Again, it's I talked about it a little bit. It's not as good as the Freestar or the Vanguard in my opinion, but it was okay nonetheless. But now we have to go to Masada. It's a galaxy pretty far away. No Star Wars reference there, but it is a galaxy pretty far away. You can see that we haven't explored enough solar systems along the way, but I've increased my grav drive capacity. I've increased my reactor. We have enough to get there now. A fast enough ship, a ship with enough capabilities to get there. And now we just got to see what happens. We're going to go in, we told those people they weren't going to have any what's it called, they weren't allowed to see the artifacts or anything like that, so we're gonna encounter them. I'm guessing a fight's going to start, and we're gonna kind of just see where the mission takes us.
Jump complete. Propulsion restored.
I'm interested to see how this all wraps up, because we'll talk a little bit at the end of this video. So where do we gotta go? Decker in. Talk about it a little bit towards the end. But for the most part, I was a huge fan of the faction missions and the side missions. The Constellation ones got pretty tedious and boring for a while, but have kind of picked up. But like I said, I'll be interested to see how they jump this into New Game Plus. But after we wrap that up, we'll discuss that a little bit further, and I'll give kind of my final quote-unquote review or impressions of the game. I've had a lot of fun. I do think there's a lot to like about this game. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. We'll see if we even have a good enough ship to fight these guys, because I'm gonna guess they're gonna be in the
Well, you finally showed up.
here we go. He's so quiet. I didn't ask for this fight, but I'm not letting either of you control the artifacts, so that's what I was just talking about. I don't suppose either of you will listen to reason. You know what? We've got this far. We accept our decisions. It's time to bring these guys to justice. Oh, I rammed him.
Target has lost its engines.
Did he just disappear? He just cheated, didn't he? Where do they keep going? Do they just disappear or like transport back to where they came from? All right, well, we got him for sure. Let's go. Land at the buried temple. Okay. Look at this area. This looks wild. All right. Let's get to the buried temple. It all leads to this spot. We have the artifacts. We've put them together.
Landing initiated. Watch flaring.
All right, Sarah, you and me, baby.
Doesn't look like much, but we should certainly take a look around.
What we got here? This gun is amazing. This is one of the weapons I did get from the Crimson Fleet. That was about the only really cool thing to come from doing that mission. I think that's really the only thing, but it is absolutely a cracked. It's so good. Just quickly top up. It's got this crazy laser thing. They turn red when you're locked, like when you're aiming on somebody, and this thing shoots so fast. All right. Don't really need any of that stuff anymore. So they're here. Guessing we didn't just fight them, or they teleported down here. Oh, Jesus. They do this? Woof. Well, doesn't seem like they were received very well here. Gotta get up there. Holy, this is loud. Why is it so loud here? This weapon is so fun. It's so good. Wow, the teleporters are cool. Oh no. Oh, there's a canister right in front of me. Music is so loud here. Holy jumpins'. Apologies if that just blew your ears off. See how it goes red when I'm aimed at somebody? It's such a cool weapon. What am I? 45, perfect. So these guys are level 40, right on track. I'll be interested to try the new game plus. I think there's a lot this game has to offer. It just will be if the missions are exciting enough to keep me doing it. That's the only thing, because I'm not going to do all the faction missions over and over and over again. So unless the main missions change at all, I don't know how. Like, I've seen people that are like, I'm on playthrough 16 of New Game Plus. It's like, how the hell? Okay, that could go there. We need a double, which we don't have, so I don't think that's used. That could go there. There we go. No. Huh, that's an interesting outfit. Not what I would expect to be locked behind a digipick, an advanced digipick, but nonetheless, this is cool. Watch out, Sarah. They've rigged their bodies, man.
Death is only the beginning.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, they're like low level. Why are the Ecliptic here fighting? It's another weird thing. We're on a planet that is like level 50. Why are these guys level 5? And if it's intended like that, will it scale with New Game Plus? Because it seems like nothing else in this game is really scaling. What is happening? Where are these guys teleporting in from? Anything good in here? Don't really need to pick up too much more, to be honest. I don't know what you... Oh, there's the guy. Oh, was he like controlling them? Interesting. They all just disappeared when I killed that Starborn. I have no idea what carries over into New Game Plus either. Like, I know your level and your skills and all that, but I'm gonna guess most things reset or you lose a lot of things. I'm not sure though. All right. Into the Ecliptic base. Find the artifact. There might be one more piece we're looking for based on what that just said. What the hell is all this stuff? Whoa. Wonder if we keep our money. Refined Kodama. That's a pretty fun assault rifle, actually. I already have one of them, but it is a pretty solid little gun. This is crazy. Like, who are the Starborn people? Like, we know kind of where they came from. Like, one of them was Sam, just from the future. Make that into a Disney movie, Sam of the Future. Jeez. Whoever they are did not like the Ecliptic people. Oh, I just clicked the wrong one. I'm stupid. Is that not the right one? Oh, it is. It looked weird from when it was sitting there. Okay, can't use that one. Can use this one. That can go there, and then that can go boom. What do we got in here? Everything's smashed. There's literally like nothing left of this place. So many ditchy picks. Shoot, did I use the wrong one? I think I used the wrong thing. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we can't use that one. We can use that, and then we can use this one. That's the one I should have used, because then this guy goes there. Did I even need to hack that? Could I have not just gone around? I think I could have just gone around. Oh well. All right, I'm not lockpicking anything else. Holy, there's way too many things. Enter the anomaly. Whoa.
Okay,
Wait.
You're up.
What?
Something goes wrong in there?
This is the start of the game.
Why would anything go wrong? Shouldn't we...
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
This is the start of the game. Okay. Oh my gosh, that just scared the crap out of me, dude. What the How do I get up there? Oh, it's a turret. I was like, I was looking. Oh boy. Oh, get out of the way, Sarah. We gotta get up top. Disable it if we can. Master level. Oh boy. If I do that, that can't go there. I could use this. Screw it. Let's just start clicking. I could go there. What am I looking for? This? That could go there. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that won't work. Boom. Let's go. Master lock successfully picked. Let's shut this whole operation down. Deactivate. I don't even want them on my side. Just deactivate everything. Let's go. You better get out of my way. Whoa! Didn't mean to shoot you, sorry. Whew! Now where do we go? This is trippy. Like we're clearly in some crazy crap here. We have anomalies back to when we first found the very first artifact. A little antique toy motorcycle. Take that for my hideout. Like what shot these guys, man? These Starborn people seem pretty powerful. Cave. Okay. Got another anomaly. Okay. Okay, so now we're back in a side mission I did, which is to talk to this guy who we killed when we did that.
Visitors!
We got an artifact from Petrov.
Bartek, you didn't tell me we have visitors.
We have visitors.
Welcome. What's mine is yours. Well, no, it's still mine, but you get what I mean.
Why are they so quiet in this? Captain Petrov, I'm about to finish the most important collection in the settled system. Oh no, not you again. Of all people in time and space to be sent to.
I'm impressed. How did you... Did you? You don't deserve the final artifact. This life you've led, you're nothing but a thief, an opportunist, a liar.
I mean, he's not wrong. I would have gladly paid for the artifact if you would have let me. It's true, I did offer to pay for it.
Credits that the Unity will demand of you. You think you have a right to the infinite? You're nothing! Guards!
You're going down.
You guys really wanted to die again? Come on, man. God dang it, dude. Wait, who's still shooting? Like, this was like a side mission I did to collect one of the artifacts, because we didn't do every single artifact collection on recording, because it was the same stuff over and over again until I got here. And basically the difference was, instead of going to like a mine, this guy had it on his collection. It was just a big antique thing. And I offered to buy it from him, and he just said the same thing. I get stuck on. This looks like the very beginning. Like, this is the cave that we first started in. So we're led back here. Yeah, this looks familiar. Oh.
Come on, Rook. Come on.
Wait,
you can
that's
make
me.
it. Barely stepped on the juryman's road with us. Can't see another soul off to the void so soon. No. No.
Oh, I just
I'll pour
teleported into
one
his
out
arms.
to the blackest sea for you, Rook.
Vladimir, I'm right here. That was me. This is another universe, one where I died.
What the? Crix's ghost.
What's up,
What
dude?
kind of cruelty is this? Is some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist a blade?
Vladimir, listen to me. The artifacts, they point to a multiverse, a place called the Unity.
Multiple universes? You're a visitor jumping through the gates of space and time?
I know losing a member of Constellation is hard, but we make it through this. Keep going. I don't care who died, even if it was me. It's nothing to the next power we uncover.
Not sure if you're just a reflection of a shattered brain, but okay. I get your meaning. Well, ghost from the other side. I'll keep what you said rolling around in my head for a spell. But for now, wouldn't mind if you gave me a bit. I just lost a friend.
You lost me, dude. This is crazy. So we're jumping through different timelines. The music is phenomenal. Sarah, how are you holding up, baby girl? So when we got married, I told her that if I had to go through this, she could join me. And she's like, I don't know if I can do that. But then we still got married, so I'm confused. But we are officially in the final artifact area. There's a lot of freaking stuff here. Like, a lot of stuff here. This might be a big fight with these guys. Oh my gosh, there is so much crap. Okay, I don't need that. Oh! Thanks for all the free ammunition. Holy jumpins', we just got so much ammo for guns. This looks so cool. Oh my gosh.
Gaze into the abyss of the infinite.
Oh. What the? Sarah's shooting me. What the?
Bad luck for you.
There's a copy of Sarah. It's all copies of her and I. This is... Oh, geez, I'm gonna die. You're not my wife. I'm gonna run out of ammo for this gun. Which one's the real one? Stop walking in front of me, Sarah. Oh, this gun does nothing. What the? Oh boy, I'm not doing any damage. Did I like break a leg or something? Why am I walking so slow?
I'm going to end you.
Sarah, get out of my way! Okay, something's got to be through here that I'm not seeing. What is happening? Why am I walking so slow? I have no idea what's going on right now. What was I stuck on? Alright, well, note to self, always just find the Starborn and kill them. This is crazy though. No idea what I was stuck on there. It was like I was walking in quicksand. I checked to make sure I didn't have the walk toggle on, and I didn't. Just like stuck on something.
I don't stock up on junk.
Want to get shot in the face again? There's the official artifact. Hey guys.
Well, here we are, ready to kill each other for the artifact. As always. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Attack. Neither of you are stopping me. Speech, stop this, both of you. All this fighting across the settled systems. It has to end. I agree with this one.
More talking? I'm a little disappointed.
Disappointed.
No. Wait. I want to hear this.
Better have a good speech
Fine.
prepared. Oh, persuasion. Okay, okay. You might not reach the unity, but if you turn away now, you both live. You could have attacked me already. Some piece of you wants to let go of the artifacts. And then there are plenty of universes to fight in. Let's see some peace. That's not going to convince anybody. There has to be some version of this too that's more reasonable. Maybe serves tea. I like this one. Yes. Okay. I'm sure we can work something out. There has to be a universe where I've already won this. Letting someone else enter the unity is an act of faith. You two need to believe in humanity again. Damn it.
Just judgment.
I can auto-persuade now,
The
though.
unity doesn't exist to judge.
I'm doing it.
Live and let live. Is that right?
I don't want to have
don't know about
to let
either
Sam
of
die
you, but
again.
It's been a while since I felt this old. Perhaps it's time to put this all to an end. At least this once. Here. Take the artifacts. Before I come to my senses.
What is happening? So they were holding on to an artifact each. Okay. Jesus. The hell am I? One giant leap. I think this might be it. Talk to your friends before you leave. All right, all right.
So this is it. This armillary can finally be assembled, and the Starborn are sure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating.
I love you, Sarah. Nothing is going to change that.
That's not what I mean, but I love you too.
Thanks.
Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a constellation there? It won't be ours, even if it is.
We could stay here together. This universe is where I fell in love with you.
We
See what she
both know
says.
that one of us is going to let curiosity win out eventually. It's who we are.
True.
But I wouldn't mind pretending one universe is enough. For a little while, at least.
All right. Sarah knows what's going to happen. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. Too bad we can't talk to Sam, even though he's one of those Starborn guys.
You might not be jealous of me. This is starting to feel like home.
See if there's any friends I can talk to. Friends? Wake your ass up!
So, the Unity awaits. I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be. Stepping away from the world you know can lead to a better place.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's in the next universe. The universe we have isn't so bad, though. There's no guarantee the next will be better.
Constellation has given me a home, and I will always be grateful. But I also feel ready.
Me too.
Do you think we will see each other after the Unity? Will we even recognize each other if we do?
I hope we will.
I do too. But the emissary makes me doubtful. They are both the person we lost and someone else entirely. If we do not see each other again, then this is goodbye. I am proud that I was present for this journey. If you are free soon, could we talk?
We just talked. That's all you get out of me. One talk per person. Where the hell is all my crewmates? Well, Sarah's already been talked to. Barrett up here? All right, they apparently just left me. I don't even care. Goodbye, people. You've completed the armillary. Once you power up your grav drive, you'll jump to the Unity. Remove the armillary from your ship if you need to grav jump anywhere else. I'm ready. It's time. One small step for Sarah. Power up the grav drive to jump to the Unity. Okay, so I think we just do that anywhere once we take off.
Struts retract. Let's get out of here. Orbital insertion completed.
Is there actually like a Unity anywhere? Or is it just fire up the grav drive and that's it? Oh. This is trippy. Look at all the galaxies. This is me, isn't it?
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity.
You're me. I don't sound anything like that.
Everyone says that when they hear themselves for the first time. But no, you don't sound like this. At least, not this you. I am as much you as
Handsome
you
mother
are a
trucker,
part of
though.
everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The Unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret?
I've done all I can and I've made peace with what I couldn't. I mean, we all have regrets if we're honest anyway. I did what pleased and I took what I wanted. Being good was never the plan. So wait, am I dead? I've done all I can and I've made peace with what I couldn't.
You will need that clarity for what comes next. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean? This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind.
Starborn said I would be reborn. This sounds like death. Skip to the part where we become more powerful. Wait, the artifacts temple the armor. Who created them and why?
Unknowingly, you just answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day, you might even meet the creators, but not this day. As for the why, so that you could ask that very question, so that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysterious of the unending cosmos. Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter, so will the part of your being become fused with the Unity itself. That part is what becomes Starborn and crosses into the multiverse. Through your eyes, it will be as if waking up from a dream. Walk into the gate of light, and you will become Starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You could turn around, walk away from the Unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. you could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving.
Sarah.
As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time.
No, Sarah.
Your lover, Sarah Morgan, eventually chooses to be reborn herself. Your commitment to each other bolsters all relationships in the settled systems. Marriages blossom. More children are born who want to be explorers.
Goodbye, Sarah, my love. We'll meet again. This is the pirate people?
Your work with UC SysDef against the Crimson Fleet is a triumph of law over greed. The UC establishes greater security throughout the settled systems. Travelers throughout the stars will be safer.
Who's this? Oh, this is the Neon Corp.
Ryujin Industries dismantles the internal neuroamp and keeps its existence a secret. The company is successful, but quieter. Every new operative that is hired hears the story of your rise through the corporate ladder and looks to emulate your success.
It's like seeing everything we achieved in the game. I wonder how many things there are that you can do, because I feel like I did actually a lot. This was my favorite.
This universe behind, a new universe.
No, I'm not done.
Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
Not done. This was my favorite. This was
the
so good.
The resurrection of the Asili species leads to a massive reduction in terramorph attacks across the settled systems. At the same time, the need to spread the Asilis far and wide increases cooperation between all the factions. Belief in the UC as the diplomatic leader of the settled systems grows.
Atta girl.
The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for hope out there in the stars.
My boys, the Free Star Collective.
Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Free Star Rangers put justice above petty power plays and politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Free Star Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase.
What's this thing? That's in case you weren't invited into the star system. You go to the south system. You know what I'm trying to say. And this one is, who are these people again?
By defeating both the Hunter and the Emissary, the
it's
path to the Unity in this universe is left for the people of the settled systems to discover on their own, uninterrupted by powerful Starborn.
That's everything. Let's go. I'm ready. Time for a new life. Come find me, Sarah. Whoa. Apologies for your burst eardrums on that one. Got real loud. Beautiful music. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our Starfield playthrough, and just like that, we have completed it. Now, while the credits are rolling here, we'll make sure the sound doesn't get too loud again. Sometimes the volume control is a little crazy in this game. But let's just give a 5-minute little roundup, finish off the series with my thoughts. Well, let's just talk about the obvious thing, which is the new engine that Bethesda used for Starfield that will kind of present themselves a new opportunity for the new Elder Scrolls 6. I thought visually for Bethesda, now obviously there's crazy games out there and crazy studios that do really insane graphics, but for Bethesda, I think they should be very, very happy with what they've achieved. I think graphically this was a spectacle. I think for space adventure, this was a spectacle. Even at the end there when we were talking to our future version of ourselves or past version of ourselves, whatever the hell that was, the facial recognition was a lot better than previous games. Now it still has that quirky kind of not true lifelike, almost doll-like Bethesda way, but it is significantly improved from previous games, and I thought it did a great job. So in terms of graphics for a Bethesda game, that's got to be a 9, maybe even a 10 out of 10 if you're just comparing it to past Bethesda games. But I would say probably a 9 out of 10 it's pretty solid, beautiful looking game. Now music, honestly, music could be a 10 out of 10 as well, if not higher. Like let's give it a 100 out of 10. Bethesda games have a great way with music in general. The composers are incredible. But just being a space exploration game, I think the music was absolutely sensational. Now, there seemed to be some weird balance issues with some of the dialogue compared to the audio. My tip is fool around in the settings to try and figure out what works best for you. I did it a little bit and it still was really loud in some points. But yeah, really good. Now let's just quickly talk about the game itself. All in all, I think I said it a couple days into this adventure. For a Bethesda game, I was happy. It is Fallout in space. It plays like a Bethesda game in space. So if your expectations were anything outside of that, I could see why people might be disappointed. But for me, my expectations was this was going to be a Bethesda game in space, and that's what I got. I thought the combat felt good in terms of the mechanics of the combat. However, the AI was kind of all over the place. Sometimes they felt incredible, and sometimes they felt beyond terrible that they didn't even offer any sort of competitive edge. It's kind of weird that they have no music playing through this part of the credits. But yeah, combat looks great. The guns were, whoever designed the guns in this game needs a freaking raise, because the guns felt so good. They all felt unique. The gameplay for each one, like I barely scratched the surface of what you could use in that game. You can also upgrade the shit out of all of them. So that covers that. Now let's talk quickly about the story. I have to be brutally honest, that Constellation quest chain, the main quest chain, was very poorly written, and I don't like shitting on writers, but at the same time, you know, when you get a game as hyped up as this and as crazy as this game was and how much it was delayed and all sort of that, it felt lazy. It did. It started off strong, and then for about, I don't know, 20 missions, it was go collect this artifact, then go to this temple and get the power for that. Then go get this artifact, go get the power for it. It, no joke, did that almost 20 times for each. That's nearly 40 missions of the same thing. And that was supposed to be like this, you're collecting these cool artifacts to form this thing. It just didn't hit for me. And I have to be brutally honest that main mission is maybe a 4 out of 10 if it's lucky. That's my truth. It was stale. The reveals were barely reveals, in my opinion. You kind of saw it coming. And even if you didn't see it coming, the idea of it just being building this artifact to time travel kind of felt, again, stale, boring, lackluster. So I'm going to be brutally honest with it. Having said all of that, I do really commend the team for writing very, very exhilarating faction missions. Now, side missions and all the little things you can do, you know, deliver things and activities, like, they're okay. They're just like every other Bethesda game. But the factions in this game were so much fun. Now, we only recorded 3 out of the 5 that I was able to do. There's some that I couldn't do based on the religion feat and all that sort of stuff. But the Freestar Collective was the first one I did, and it was incredible. It was space cowboy detective work in the galaxy. It was so much fun. Then we did the UC Vanguard, which was just as fun, if not more fun. The aliens, the terrormorphs, that whole story was amazing, going back to Londinian. The region, whatever you pronounce it, the tech people, I did that off recording. It was pretty fun. Not as great as the other ones, but it was still really fun. The UC Vanguard in space, the one where you're hunting the pirates, was pretty cool. Didn't record it. But all in all, the factions were just incredible. And I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to give them about an 8, 8.5 out of 10. So it's a night and day transition from what I felt playing the main story. I had a lot of fun playing that. Hey, Robbie Damon, our boy from Critical Role and all sorts of other tabletops. Love him. So that's what I'll say about all the missions. In terms of the upgrade system, I thought it was pretty good. I think you have to collect way too many materials for what a normal average player will want to do. Now, there's the outposts and stuff we'll talk about in just a minute, but if you want to just upgrade your gun and add as simple as a scope, you have to go down that path line in the skills, which I do think the skill trees were good. It just took too long to get to certain things you wanted. So like half my guns I found a really good gun, and I couldn't even equip a basic red dot on it, like a normal reticle, because I didn't have tier 3 of the upgrade system. And then once I got that, I had to go find a whole shit ton of components from different planets just to upgrade it. Then I needed more materials just to purchase it. It's a cool system. It felt like it was too resource heavy that I lost interest and eventually just didn't care about it. For the people that like to grind, I'm sure it's not a problem. Consumables mean nothing in this game. The food in this game sucked. Like, I know they just added a way to eat it off a table or drink something off a table. That's great. That should have been in the game day one. But the food, the benefits you get from hoarding them in your inventory and taking up space far outweigh the benefits you get from actually using them. Similar to that, the effects of even just the aid stuff, like all the stuff under the aid category, they last for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Who's going to want to keep reapplying that when half this game is dialogue and it's going to run out before the dialogue even ends? Like, they need to be 30, 45, maybe even an hour long. So I felt like I barely used anything in my aid column, and I've seen a lot of people online complain about that. So the upgrade system and the consumables that they have, I'm going to give about a 6 out of 10. I think some of them are really good designed, but very poorly executed. Now, I think obviously the most important thing is traversing the galaxy, and there's a lot of people online that really, really shit on this game in terms of what you're able to do. At first, I thought it was kind of crap that all of the landing on a planet and taking off a planet was kind of stupid. You should be able to do that manually. But after a while, you know, it would have gotten very tedious. It would have taken a lot of time. I didn't mind it. Honestly, a lot of people complaining about the load times. I don't think that's necessarily fair to be over criticized of the loading times, because you click on a planet and literally a second later. Now, again, I don't want to say this is the case for everybody, because everybody has different machines. Everybody's on either console, PC, different versions of all those. So it could be worse for some people. But from my experience, it was less than a second to teleport pretty much anywhere. That is fine for me. I don't want crazy 20-second long cutscenes of a loading animation. So for me, fast travel was fine. I talked about it a little bit in this episode. I don't like that if you're traveling really far in the galaxy, you have to go a quarter of the way, stop. Then it's going to be another grav animation to go to another planet, stop. Another grav animation to go. That seemed a little bit much. I wish that is where you could be like, I'm fine with a 30-second loading screen if it just gets me the whole way there. Maybe not 30 seconds. That seems like a bit much, but 15 seconds even. So the traversing of the galaxy, I think, was actually okay. There is a shit ton of planets, and they are all pretty different. Now, there are people will say, well, a lot look the same. Well, guess what? galaxies have a lot of moons, a lot of rocks, they're going to look the same, but there's enough really cool planets that I was pleasantly happy with them. The only thing I'll say is the main story didn't take you to fucking anything. Like, I had to discover those all doing the faction quests, and I know that's part of the game, but if for somebody, there are people out there that don't like doing 100% completions of games, they're going to find that extremely boring, and that sucks for them. But all in all, I'd give space exploration probably about a 7 out of 10. I think there's enough things out there, enough planets. And the last thing I'll talk about as we see these credits roll is just the customization of the ship and the outposts. I think this is a very good job from Bethesda to improve on what they had in the Fallout games and other titles. The big thing obviously being the outposts in Fallout, for me anyway, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, were really complex and not that fun to try and figure out. In this, I barely touched the outposts. I did one big outpost on my first planet and another little one to transfer resources back and forth. But I thought the outpost was really fun, and getting new things to like mine and decorate and all the different things you could build on an outpost were really good. And it was not that complicated to understand how it works. Some of the controls were still a little janky. I wish it was a bit more optimized, but I think from comparing their other titles to this one, I think it's a very good jump in the right direction. And I mean, the starship customization seems endless. I've seen crazy videos online of people making Star Wars ships like the X-Wing or the Razor Crest from Mando or all those sorts of things. I've seen some ridiculous like transformer looking ones that are like 100 feet tall, made of like canister, like big storage containers and all. It's crazy. And I really like that. Now, again, the controls felt a little weird. Like, it felt kind of weird to navigate it, but the amount of things you could do and the customization to get a ship the way you want it is sensational, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And I'm going to give both of this a strong 8.5 out of 10. I thought both of them were really good. Could use improvement with just, navigating through it. It felt like sometimes it was better for controller, sometimes it was better for mouse and keyboard, but you never had a nice streamline for either. But 8.5 out of 10 for that. But that's pretty much it in terms of what I played. I know that a lot of people say there's a lot more crap that you do in New Game Plus. Again, I'm not going to be recording my New Game Plus. If you guys want to go check out what it involves, we will just quickly at the end of this. Hey, Liam O'Brien was the Starborn. I'm seeing so many names that I love in here. Pretty much all of Critical Role. If you know me, I love Critical Role. There's all the cast are pretty much in here. But yeah, we're going to quickly just see if it jumps you right into New Game Plus and if there's any little cinematic or if you just start from scratch. But all in all, I think it's a good game. For the people saying it's an instant for a Game of the Year contention, I think are crazy. I don't think it's that good. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. After all the things I just said combined, I think a 7 out of 10 is generous. I do think it's a visual spectacle. I think there's a lot of really good things about it. But to really get to that 7 out of 10, maybe a little bit higher if you're a major fan, you have to do the 100% completion, and I don't think that's going to be for everybody. But I do think for its first time venturing into this new IP that they've created for Starfield, I think it's a decent thing. And I think if you can look past the main mission, which is hard to do, I think it could have been a lot higher if they just put a little bit more effort into that. But that's my review of this game. I'm happy I played it. I'm happy it was on Game Pass, so I didn't have to pay for it. But I think it is a good start. And I think the biggest thing to take away from this is while it still utilizes the same thing that Bethesda is known for, I think the new engine will be amazing to see the next Elder Scrolls series on. So I know it's going to be years away, but I think if this is any indication, they can only improve on it. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play the next Scrolls game on this engine. So we're just going to tab through this, see if there's any sort of cinematic, and then we'll wrap up the video. So it looks like we're on a Starborn. That is what you've become, a being who has touched the infinite. Your story is over, but will begin anew. In this universe and countless others, you remember all of you learned, your possessions, everyone you've known and left behind. Explore this new universe and all has to offer, and perhaps take another trip through the Unity. So it does appear like we've been given. So we got to go back to the lodge, which I might quickly do. But yeah, I expected this, and this is what I'm talking about, kind of lazy writing, is this was so obviously going to be what happened. We got a legendary. Everything is removed. We have no items, no guns. We have a Starborn spacesuit. We have a Starborn. I don't even have my ship that I love, but we have a Starborn spaceship. We do have all of our stuff, so we did get a couple points. I'll figure out what to put in there while I'm doing this off recording. But I am curious just to see what it is like just to return and see if they have any idea who the hell I am. But I'll explore this ship. It does look cool. It is very, very futuristic and spacey, that's for sure. We will just go back to the lodge real quick and see if I think my outpost is gone too, because it was in this. So everything is gone. Everything that we did. That's why I did so much ahead of time. That's kind of cool. A very different grav animation. Go back to lodge, just quickly have a peek to see if it just like kind of kickstarts right back in.
Starship, we're detecting, well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contraband check.
That's kind of cool. Very weird looking ship.
Complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy.
All right, let's quickly go back to New Atlantis. So it's already the control people of New Atlantis are like, what the heck is that spaceship? So I think what you're gonna see is you're gonna play through. You're probably not gonna have to get artifacts because we're already in a different, timeline. But it'll be interesting to see what it unfolds. And like I said, if I'm finding myself doing, future starship designs or anything like that, I'll post new videos. I want to get back my apartment and kind of fill it out, but I mean, yeah, that's gonna raise some alarms. I have no guns, which is very interesting. So this is exactly the same things you heard when you first arrived here. People talking about unprovoked attacks. Talk to the scientist by the tree. Yep, so everything, literally everything resets. All the side missions, you can do all the faction, but there's supposed to be little tweaks. Small differences. I just want to get to the lodge and I just want to see if they react a little different or if it's the same. But that's my review of the game. Again, guys, I think it's what it's should be marketed as, which is a Bethesda title. And I had fun. I had a lot of really fun moments. Unfortunately, there was just a lot of really dry moments in the game as well. But I mean, visually, you can't say this game looks bad, especially for a title from this company. Like, this is definitely a strong step forward. Wonder if Sarah will eventually, if I continue playing this and get through it all, if she'd be like, I remember. Or if we'll meet future Sarah. I don't know. Hi, Sarah.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about
It's because we're married.
Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
Interesting.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now?
Pete, main quest. I want to join the Constellation. No, I'm not who you think. I'm Starborn. Okay, so you don't have to do the main quest. That's already a win in my books.
I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm not from this universe. There's a place called the Unity where it connects all realities. This is going to sound weird, but I've done all this before. I came here with the artifact. I'll just tell them the truth. So it's going to go through all of this.
So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them. I don't know if you should rush off to meet them. Some of those artifacts granted you powers, am I right? We should leverage that. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others. I hope that other Sarah of yours knows you're safe. Now let's get those artifacts.
So yeah, it's gonna kick off among the same things. So a little bit of an interesting twist. I love how it immediately tells you have to go find, the artifacts again, because I do think that is the worst part about this this game. But that is okay. Like I said, we weren't gonna record this anyway, so I'll probably do some of this just to see the differences that they have off recording. But that, guys, that's gonna be it for my Starfield playthrough. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a pretty entertaining one for the most part. I kind of kept all the bad things off recording, but once again, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bells on. We got a Cyberpunk 2077 2.0 into Phantom Liberty started already on the channel. We have Lies of P. We have Assassin's Creed in a couple weeks. We have Spider-Man at the end of October. There's a lot of really fun things coming, guys. I appreciate all the love and support. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this series. And until the next one, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you then. Bye, guys.